Okay, here we go. It's the Loddy Doddy show. It's Saturday.
What's up, folks?
Episode 6. Look, I even wore my nerd glasses for you today.
Superhero, sexy.
Okay, first of all, excuse my voice. Yesterday, it was kind of sexy sounding in the morning. Roger got to pretend he had another woman in the house with him. I meant, don't be getting crazy. Hey, Yolanda. By yesterday afternoon, my office mate told me I sounded like Barry White. And by last night, I basically didn't have a voice at all, and I started with this cough. So I would love some suggestions. I've been drinking hot tea, and it actually does not have rum in it. Hot tea and honey. I just kind of rested. I did not do my workout this morning because it's a tough one on Saturday. So I'm trying to keep myself from doing that today. I think I'm going to do a little yoga and stretching, but I would love some help with some home remedies. Look at her. She thinks she's a cat. I swear. Roger was really sweet and made breakfast for me this morning because he knew. She's looking you on the back of the head.
Yeah. Hey, Christina.
He knew. Hey, Christina. He knew I probably would not have eaten this morning because I just didn't have the energy.
And he wouldn't have eaten either.
That was his real motivation. So now the truth comes out. You only made breakfast so you could eat. You weren't really doing it for me.
I always ask you if you want something to eat when I cook, but I was pretty sure you weren't going to, so.
See, he's being too honest for his own good. The right answer there, husbands, would have been, I cooked for you, my dear.
I did cook for you, my dear, and me, and Jess.
Anyway, so, besides hot tea, what the hell can I do for this voice? Is I have to go to a ball game this evening. We can't miss baseball. He offered to take me to see A&M play ball tonight. So, we're going. But anyway, the actual topics, that was just kind of a sideshow. The actual topics today are we need some parenting help. Some PP parenting help. Oh my gosh. Hey, Diane. Here's the scene. So the little grand dude turned 4 a couple weekends ago, yeah. Like 2 weeks ago now.
Yep.
And he's completely potty trained. I mean, my God, he's going close to kindergarten. Thank God he's completely potty trained. But we were putting pull-ups on him at night just in case. Just in case, because I'm freaking lazy and I am not trying to wash sheets every day. But he would, most nights he would wake up dry, right? Like most mornings.
Yeah, most of the time.
Every once in a while he would, it would be wet when he woke up. But a lot of times that was like if we made the mistake of giving him like drinks later, too late in the evening.
Or drink way too much right before bed.
Yeah. Or even maybe forgot to tell him to go, Harley, tell him to go to the bathroom before he went to bed. But most mornings, I'm dragging this out too much, most mornings he would wake up dry.
Hey, Allison.
Hey, Allison. So we decided, along with your 4th birthday, and we had gone to see Black Panther, and he was like totally in awe. He is like major Black Panther. He's probably going to start a fan club online or something before we know it. So we went to Target and we found Black Panther big boy underwear. Mm-hmm. So he was so thrilled about them that we decided that we would play this sham of, now that you're a big boy, you know, it's time to give up the pull-ups at night and you can wear your Black Panther underwear to bed. Ooh, exciting, right? So for like, 3 or 4 nights in a row? Hey, Kim, what's up? What's up? I can't get used to seeing your last name as Landrum. It's so weird. I see that name and I have to like do a double take and say, oh yeah, that's Kimmy. Anyway, happy for you, dear. So for several nights in a row, he woke up dry and we like high-fived and made a big deal out of it and all this stuff. The last freaking 3 nights in a row, he's pissed himself. So we need some help. Like, what else can we do? We take him to the bathroom before he goes to bed at night. We make a big deal. Yeah, I hear you, girl. I saw that, Kim. You don't know the stories that just ran through my head, I cannot say on here live. Anyway, but you and I can laugh about it. Inside joke, you guys, sorry. So we've made like big deals out of it. He doesn't get a lot to drink before bed. I mean, I don't know what the heck else to do. Like, how do you break them of peeing in the bed at night? I'm so sick of waking up to pissy sheets. Like, what do we do? So that's a big thing. We need to know what to do. We're freaking old grandparents. We shouldn't be having to do this crap. And now we've got a 4-year-old that pisses the bed. Okay, what does he say when he wakes up? He doesn't like it.
I'm wet.
Yeah, he'll say I'm wet. Like this morning, he sleeps through the night every night, but this morning he woke up because he peed himself at like 10 to 3, and he came to the side of my bed and told me that he was wet. And I think he feels bad. He kind of acts like he's sad about it. I mean, he's not like running around proud that, yay, I peed myself or anything. But I don't know what else to do. So we take a bath in the morning when we wake up. And that's another thing. See, it takes more time again because I have to give him a bath in the morning when he wakes up all peed. I will admit, one morning I just took wipes and I wiped him off. That's bad parenting, huh?
No, it's not.
Well, if it is, it happened. Because, dude, I don't have time for all this crap every
You
morning.
did that every time? That would be bad parenting.
Well, you can't send the kid to school smelling like pee either, right? So we don't know what to do. So if you have, yes, he cares. He does care. He doesn't like it. You know, I mean, I think maybe he's getting to the point it's a little embarrassing, a little bit. But he definitely does not like peeing in his Black Panther underwear. That is totally an issue for him because he doesn't want his like big boy Black Panther pants wet. Hey, Amy.
Well, and then he can't wear them either, so.
Yeah, right?
They're wet until they get washed, so.
Right. Well, he has more than one pair, though. We don't want to make it sound like we bought one pair of underwear.
Yeah, but if he goes like 2-3 nights in a row, then.
Yeah. Well, and I think Roger, I don't think he knows I caught on to this, but one night after it happened a couple nights in a row, he made him wear like his regular underwear to bed.
Yeah.
As like maybe somewhat punishment, but somewhat sort of trying to motivate him again to be more aware of it. So I don't know. I don't know if he just doesn't. Several of you are saying that he'll grow out of it. I hope that's it because he's not waking up when he has to pee in the middle of the night.
He does some, but the last few nights he hasn't.
He hasn't what?
He hasn't gotten up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, but sometimes he does wake up and he'll go to the restroom.
Yeah, he does do that too. Because sometimes I've heard him. He'll go in there and go pee, and then go back to bed. So I know sometimes. So maybe it is just like a, developing, like his functions developing more. What did she say? I missed what Kim said. Allison, you knew somebody who pissed the bed till they were 12? Please don't tell me their name, because oh my gosh, that's terrible. Ooh, how embarrassing. Like, you're 12 years old, you can't have friends over.
And I had a friend that was almost 12, I think 5th grade for sure. I don't know about 6th. Maybe 6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade would have been 12.
How did you know he peed the bed?
It wasn't a he, it was a she.
Okay, so now I'm even more curious. How in the world did you know she was peeing the bed till she was
because
in 6th grade?
You could smell it.
Oh! Okay. See, we're not having that. Don't judge. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's nasty.
we were kids, so we weren't very nice about it, but it's kind of a joke. So.
Oh, that's terrible. You tease somebody for smelling like pee?
I don't think I did, but I mean, I think it was pretty.
I can't imagine
running joke.
You being the mean boy in junior high to tease a girl. You wouldn't do that, would you?
Well, I wouldn't have to tease her to be in and around the jokes that were being said. I didn't have to say anything directly to her.
This is true. Okay, so we need some advice there. Hey Beth, how are you? I'm appealing to you all for help. I need voice help. I need something besides tea. What can I do about this thing? And then I need like bladder control help for the 4-year-old. Some kids just don't have bladder control until they're older, or they're just sound sleepers. That's true. He is a sound sleeper. So maybe he just doesn't. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we need some help because the peeing bit is not working. And I'm not going to have a boy pee the bed till he's 12. I'll tell you now. I raise tough boys. I don't like all that. Well, I'm not. I'm not going to say anything bad. We do have a waterproof mattress pad. That has been a huge help. And it's one that's waterproof and it's machine washable. Thank God. So I was smart enough to do that when we first came to live with us. So that helps a lot. I still don't like sugar, honey and vinegar for the throat. It's gross, but it's effective. So drink vinegar with honey in it? Do you water it down at all, Christina? Because that sounds disgusting. And I am putting honey in my tea. Christina, you remember the adjunct? Larry, the adjunct who used to work with us. He would bring me a honey every year, and I'm on my last bottle. I need to talk to him because he was my honey man. He would bring me natural honey that he got from his beehives, 3 spoonfuls. Honey. 3 spoonfuls of honey. This sounds like something from a movie. Wasn't there a movie like 3 spoonfuls of something? But anyway, so Larry would make me honey and bring it to me. And I have the last tiny bit of that left. And here's a fun fact. His queen bee came from the bees. Roger's looking at me like I'm going to go into some BS story. His queen bee came from the bees at the White House. They have honeycombs at the White House, or beehives, whatever. And his queen was a descendant of one of the queen bees at the White House when the Obamas were in office. So I'm drinking Obama honey. I won't get political, but that brings me joy right now. Anyway, so your mom's Mexican. She knows what's up, and she said to drink vinegar. Okay, then if your Mexican mama said it'll cure me, I'll do it. Okay, so on with this, because last week it was like an hour, and we're not going an hour with this voice. So Roger has the questions that were sent to me on his phone. So I'm going to start answering some questions that I've gotten, because I have gotten several applications for coaches, people that want to be coaches on my team. And I did a post about questions that people have and said, ask me anything and I will answer them. And so I thought we'd kind of split up today. Hey, Tracy. We'd split up today and I would answer some of these questions that people have been sending me live. That's kind of lazy, isn't it? Instead of like just responding individually to everybody, I am responding to their messages too. But I thought I would come here and kind of hit them all. Did you lose my questions now?
No.
I texted them to you. Okay, so wait.
You're not gonna be able to scroll it or anything. It's just a screenshot.
Okay. So. See, my husband's not an Apple user. We need to convince him that Apple's the way to go. He still stays with these old phones. Ugh, hate these things. Anyway, so...
Just read the screen.
Okay, so several times people have sent me things like about pictures and about sharing stuff. So first, let me tell you, when you join my team, you become a very special person I love on. Because everybody who joins my team, ask me anything. Yeah, Sort of. Allison, that scares me when you say it. But yeah, pretty much. I'm an open book, right? So when people join my team, they are special kinds of people because I really, and I'm going to be dead serious about this. I really have a passion for what we do, and I really feel very strongly about why we're doing it. And so I don't just accept anybody. I don't just accept anybody. And I don't mean that to sound snotty. I really don't. But my team, the people on my team, the coaches on my team are very, very special people. And they have hearts of gold. And I have a real passion for the mission that we have to help people. And I believe truly that if, as coaches, we are focused on helping people and we are focused on improving ourselves and being the best that we can be and showing people that even though we struggle, we can still work hard toward becoming better people. And that's not just about fitness. That has a lot to do with, your health, your fitness, your mindset, and just everything about you. It doesn't mean we're perfect. It just means that we know we're works in progress. And if we try to share that with people and we spread that message that it can be done, and then we help people to do that, I think not only is that a way that we are being in service, which is, I think, part of why we're put on this earth is to be of service, but it's also a really very lucrative business that we can have on the side or as a full-time business. And what I truly believe is that if your heart is in the right place with this business, then the money comes. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not something that you're going to join and, if you're all about the money and that's the only reason you want to do it, then those are the people that I tell them very nicely they're probably not a good fit for my team because it can't be all about that. That comes as a natural result of doing the right thing, in my opinion. So let me put that out there. But then I have people talk or ask me a lot of times about how they're scared because they don't know that they could share things. They don't know they could share pictures of themselves, or they don't know that they could share like the hard stuff about themselves. And what I tell you is that you just have to be you. So, the photos, you get more comfortable with that. I was really super uncomfortable. You would scroll through my page now and think that that's a lie, but I swear, Roger can vouch for me. I was really uncomfortable with sharing pictures of myself at first, but people have to see you and they have to know who you
still are.
Yeah,
oftentimes.
That's true. That's true. I am really very uncomfortable. Probably for every picture you see on my page, I've taken like 10 because it is hard. I'll be honest, that's hard. And it's hard to share like the emotional stuff and the stories, the challenging stuff. But I think that's what people really relate to. And that's how we show that. I mean, you just have to be yourself. And I don't ever want anybody to come to my page and think, that they couldn't do this, or that they're not, that I can't work out like that, or I can't look like that, or I can't be like that, because let me tell you, I'm flawed as hell. I have worked a lot, and I've come a long way, in terms of physical and mental mindset, but I am far from perfect. And what I tell my new coaches, and here's another question that I get. I'll try to stick to the questions. People will tell me I'm not fit yet, so I can't do that. Like I haven't lost all my weight, or, I haven't conquered my eating challenges, and get that out of your mind completely, because that is not even an issue. Some of the most successful coaches on my team, and I'll put myself in that group, I had not lost all of my weight. And I was not super fit and toned, I'm not really super fit now, but I'm a whole lot farther along. Well, I'm not anyway, I started when I was still losing weight. And so I actually think that's the easiest time to become a coach, because you have so much more to offer people and so much more to show people about how it can be done. Hey, Stephanie. So don't think you have to have, if you have 50 pounds or 100 pounds to lose, start coaching now. If that's something that you want to do and you want to help people.
That's right, Allison.
That Totally, that's right. Allison said, you know, you're a work in progress, and if you show that, people relate to you, because it does, it makes you real. So you will be way more successful if you have a journey that you're showing than if you've already completed your journey. I shit you not, it is harder for me now that I have lost the weight and people who don't know me see me as fit.
Barbie.
And yeah, I am so not a Barbie, you guys. But anyway, if people come to my page and they look at me now and they go, oh, I could never look like that. See, I'm not as relatable to a lot of people who really are like me, because if they have not seen my journey up to this point, they have a misconception or a misperception about who I am and where I've come from. So that's why you'll see me go back and like tell people this is where I was, because I want them to know that I was where you are. So yeah, people relate to that. So don't think that you have to be fit. I have people who are coaches on my team who have a lot of weight to lose, and they're really they're sharing that, and that's what, you know, that's really helping people, and it's helping them to grow their business too. I don't want to sell stuff. Oh my gosh, I hear this all the time, and I just cringe when I hear it, because go to my page, go to any coaches on my team page. That is like number one no to me. I don't freaking sell stuff. None of us sell stuff. There are coaches out there who do it, and there are plenty of other kinds of businesses that I know you see in your news feed where people are trying to sell you crap all the time. But I offer people opportunities to have access to the solutions that I have used. And I only share things with people that I think will help them, that are things I have actually used myself and have been successful with. I never, ever, you never hear me talk about something or talk about using something for somebody else that I haven't used myself and I don't truly believe in. My superfood milkshake that I drink every morning, that's like, you know, 9 servings of vegetables and 6 salads, basically, is what it has in it. I have been drinking that for 3.5 years, almost 4 years now, and I truly believe in that, and that's why I suggest it to people, because I know what it can do for you. So you don't sell. If somebody talks to me about selling stuff, I can tell you right now that's somebody that they would not be on my team, because I use Beachbody products, but if you go to my page, you probably don't ever see me even talk much about Beachbody at all, because that's not really what it's about. It's about, those are just tools that I use to stay healthy and fit. What being a coach is about helping people. It's not about selling a product. So there's that one. Oops. What else? I don't even know how to start. I hear that a lot. Like, I'm scared. I want to do this, but I don't know how to start. Message me, because I show you how to start. Allison can vouch for that. Several people who are probably on this video can vouch for that. I show you exactly what to do. I help you along the way. If you want to just kind of dip your toe in the water and be a coach that does just a little bit of this on the side, I help you. If you're somebody who wants to grow a full-time income in a huge business, I help you. I teach you how to do that too. The other one that I don't have here that people ask me all the time is about having the time. Like, I don't have time. How do you have time to do that? Is it there? Oh yeah, I don't know if I have time. Okay, so I work full-time at a super stressful job, like way stressful job with a lot of pressure, and it takes a lot of freaking time. So, and I still coach. So, and I have people who don't work and coach full time. So, I mean, you can do it either way, but I'll talk about the time issue. What I do is I break up what I do into like little pockets of time. So, you know, on your lunch break, I do get up early in the morning and I do a little bit then. I do some planning, which I teach people how to do. I think that phrase or that idea of when do I have pockets of time that I can use is that's really key if you work full time, because I'll tell you, I might take a break and take 10 minutes because I've been sitting in my desk doing work for hours and hours, and I walk around for 10 minutes and get outside maybe and just soak up some fresh air for 10 minutes. We all get breaks at work, right? So on that 10 minutes, I might post something, or I might check in with my challenge group, but you learn to get a lot done in a short period of time. One thing I will say is I thought about stuff when I wanted to jump into this, like full force. I thought about stuff that I spent time on that was not a good use of my time, and I was willing to give up. And I tell my coaches that too. If you watch 15, different TV programs, and every night you're scheduled for hours because you have to watch this episode of that, and you spend 4 or 5 hours a night watching TV, think about what's more important to you, watching 4 or 5 hours of TV or spending an hour working on your coaching business. That's what it's about for me. I used to come in and the TV would come on, and I watched I don't know how many different shows, programs. I was on all of them. Scandal and Grey's Anatomy and you name it, and I watched it, man, and I watched it religiously. I gave up that stuff. I didn't give up TV completely, but here's just an example. I thought about the stuff that I really, really enjoy that are non-negotiables for me. Number one, Rangers games. They're going to be on. If I'm not at the game, it's going to be on if they're playing. That doesn't mean, Rangers, baseball you can listen to. So I even work during Rangers games. But number two, what TV programs do I really, really, really enjoy? And for example, Shameless. Man, I'm going to be watching Shameless. I don't care. That's just something that I enjoy. But there were a ton of them that added nothing to my life at all. And I got nothing from it except big waste of freaking time. So I gave them up. So everybody has time. And also what the time you put in is dependent or dictates what you want to get out of it. If you want to spend 15 minutes a day doing this, you can spend 15 minutes a day doing this. That doesn't mean that you're going to, be a 6-figure earner in 6 months, but you will slowly grow. If you want to spend an hour a day doing this, you can spend an hour a day. If you want to spend 3 hours, whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. But there are tons of things that I can teach you that will help you learn to do stuff quickly, and make it valuable to you and to the people that you're serving. So don't worry about time. What else?
Thank you for that comment, Allison. She is an incredible mentor, and she really guides her coaches on how to do things. So it does make it a lot less intimidating.
And I appreciate that, but that's freaking embarrassing to me. But I have to give this guy a lot of credit too, because other things that I've sort of let go. I hired a housekeeper. I think I mentioned that one time. But hey, I earn enough money doing this that's a better way to spend my time. On Saturdays, I can spend a couple of hours working on my business rather than scrubbing toilets. And I enjoy that a whole lot more. So, I did that. I used to have a rule where I never ever went to bed with a dirty dish in my sink. That rule has been broken many times, but this dude will pick up some slack oftentimes, and he will do the dishes. He did them this morning. I haven't said it yet. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Because I went in the kitchen a little while ago. I was in here. I had a ton of messages from people about the March group, which I'm thrilled about. But I needed to get back to those folks. Because I have a lot of extra messages, I'll tell you, because I did that free group, and some people had some phenomenal success in that group. And tons of them have messaged me, so I had a backlog of messages to get to. And so Roger cooked breakfast. He knows I wasn't feeling well, and he did the dishes and cleaned up the kitchen. So, it's just, if you have a supportive partner, that does make it a lot easier. But I'm going to be honest with you, even if you don't, it doesn't mean you can't do this. And this is something that it is my business, but in a lot of ways, it's our business, because I bounce ideas off of him. He gives me ideas. He gives me feedback on stuff.
I used to be the proofreader in the early days. She wouldn't post anything without, any long post or any substantial posts that were, of any breadth or matter, anything serious. she would always have me read it first.
And that's a good point, because he's right. I would have him proofread it, but I wanted him to read it for content, because I was nervous and I was insecure about what I was putting out there. And now I don't. Like, I'll sit and just and zip off, and because a lot of it is about my philosophy too. Come here, baby. You have to be quiet though. We're on video, okay?
You're supposed to be
resting. A lot of it is about just wanting stuff to come from the heart, and I don't want to think too much about it. And I tell my coaches that too. Don't overthink it. Just post it. If you're scared or if it makes you nervous to post it, it's probably something you need to be putting out there, because it's probably something people need to hear. So, I think that pretty much covers the questions. If you guys have any questions, please drop me a comment. Or if you're here, and thank you guys for being here too. I wanted to tell you that this is episode 6, and several of you have. Oh, look at that yawn! Several of you have been here.
That's why you should be laying down
every week, and we really appreciate it. So if you are interested in any more information about coaching, or you're interested in jumping into my March challenge group, it's not full yet, is it?
I didn't get my vitamin.
Well, I'll give you your vitamin in a minute. The March group is not full yet. It's on a first come, first serve basis. I have a whole bunch of messages out to people, so, but I don't consider a spot complete until someone completes their enrollment. So, I guess that's it. Anything else? You were kind of quiet today. I dominated the conversation.
Well, you were talking about coaching, so that's pretty... well, and of course, the other matter that we started off with about the night wets. But anyway.
Here's the guilty party right here, folks. Say hi, Jax.
Hi.
Okay, we'll end this. Talk to you guys later. We'll see you next week for episode 7. If you have topic ideas, shoot me a message or drop a comment underneath this, because we have a list, but we're always interested in what you guys want to hear about too. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Whoop.
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 Gig 'em.